So then, down the plot today, and it's all about these bad boys. Right, it's really windy today, so hopefully you can pick it up, but as you can guess, my strawberries are ready. They are beautiful. Only problem is, only bag I had in the car was an old McDonald's takeaway thing, and look, it's full up. There's about 3 punnets in there, and they are everywhere. I haven't even picked all the right ones. Load round here, look. Down there. Yep. Loads of ripe tomatoes. Strawberries. So I've been picking them for about half an hour. I just started watering, so I'll show you what's going on. Obviously they're brilliant. Raspberries look like they're going to be fantastic again this year. And loads of flowers on the Tulameen ones, so looking forward to those this year. Onions, not bad. Got a couple. I'll show you something in a minute actually. Shallots are splitting up. I've got more red onions over here. I've had one go to seed, and I've got some white ones over there. But some of mine, more towards this end of the patch, they got bitten by slugs and stuff, but I've got the odd one, like that one there. It's got this funny curl on it. And my neighbour, look, all of his are the same pretty much. He's got a couple of big ones, but they've all got this twirly twisting flutes and stuff, and they keep growing and getting tucked into each other. So he says they're like bad sets, but if anybody knows what that is, please let me know. So that's the onions. Got really weedy paths, but they're going to get covered up, weed killed and covered up with cardboard soon. Runner beans, these are the Benchmaster, planted straight into the ground, and most of them survived. Some of them got bitten off. Those ones that got bitten off have just shot into 2. That one didn't come through. And then that back row is the Cobra French climbing bees, and I've only got 4 of them, but that'll probably be enough for us. Got my sweet corn out last week. Can't remember what variety this is, and I've stuck 7 of my Kelsey onions at the garden in there. See how big they get. I'm going to leave them over winter and let them go to seed. Potatoes, they're all looking, these ones, shop bought Cara, Maris Piper I think, and those ones, Cara, Maris Piper, they're all looking really good. In fact, we've got flowers coming on all over the place, so I'll have to pick them off. But these ones are my own King Edward seed from last year, and they're chucking out loads of flowers, but it's weird, and every time I water them they just fall over, and they're buried as deep as all the others. So again, if anybody knows what that is, they've all got fast grow and bloodfish and bone in, so I don't know, but these ones seem a lot healthier, apart from the old slug damage. I'll have to get the pellets out again. Now that's the bare patch, ready to construct a frame. I've got some brassicas at home. I'm going to go and cheat and buy a couple. I've just got to put another 2 of those up, and then there's going to be some brassicas going in there. Don't know what's going there yet, probably nothing. And this bit here, I tried to put the sweet corn here the other day. Sorry about that, the blooming phone rang, cut the video off. Yeah, I tried to put the sweet corn on this patch here last week. Put the bulb planter in, it's just rock solid, really heavy clay. This bit's, I think that had onions in it last year, but so that's the plot. You can see everything's really starting to grow now. All the plots are looking really healthy. You can probably hear the school in the background, their lunchtime. So yeah, I thought I'd show you this one thing which I thought was cool. Guy next to me used some old tree sticks for his bean poles and stuff. Looks really cool, but if you look, it's all budding and coming to life, especially at the top there. Look, I don't know what sort of tree that is, but yeah, it's really cool, actually all coming to life. So anyway, I just thought that was pretty cool. Right, I'm going to take my strawberries home and eat them, and probably come back down here later and pick the rest of the ripe ones and make some jam or something at the weekend. Right. I'll see you back in the garden. I'll show you what's going on there. See you in a minute. As you can see, back in the garden, now show you what's going on. It's still really windy, guys, so I'll try and turn the volume up on this. Tomatoes, working out well in the new taller frames. They are a bit more susceptible to the wind now. They're above the fence height, but they're definitely, I think they're the best tomatoes I've ever grown. Not because of the extended height, because obviously that wouldn't affect them, but the only thing I can think of is the couple of weeks or the 10 days they had in the light box up in the loft to give them a real good boost, because these are the first ones that went in. There's some really big stems on them. You know, they seem to get thicker at the top as well. I don't know what these ones are. I think they might be Shirley, but we've got 1, 2, 3 trusses on already. These were the last ones to go in. These are the Marmande, so on the 24th of March. They need staking up, but we've already got 2 trusses on there and nice beginnings of a nice big tomato. No signs of any mega blooms, but you're not really expecting them on those. So these are the, oh no, these are Gardener's Delight, so they must be the ones that Marcus grows. I can't remember the name of them, it'll come to me. These are the Gardener's Delight. These definitely need staking up. And again, we've got 1, 2, 3 trusses. Need to hold them up though. That one's got 4 trusses on. Really healthy and green. And these are the Zenith. No, so they're not the Zenith. I can't remember what they are then. I'll have to look back on my videos. But these Zenith are, that one's only got 4 on that truss. And then further up, we've only got 6. So they seem to get more as they go higher, but again, 3 to 4 trusses. These have been tied up last night as best I can. Didn't realise these new frames don't have a centre support, so I can't put the bar across like that. Anyway, they're the onions for Aaron from Aaron's allotment. I'll get them over to you, mate, promise you, in the next week. Not delphiniums. Yeah, delphiniums got blown over in the storm and the wind and stuff. They're all starting to go to seed now, so I'm going to collect some of them seeds for next year to fill up that gap down there. But they still look good. More importantly, still attracting the bees. Lovely. Again, this one's going to seed. This is the foxglove. There's some big old seeds on that. I think I'm going to dig up that rosemary because I've got one down a plot and it's getting in the way, because behind that is my sage. And then that's all getting crowded out by these potatoes, and in turn they're crowding out that my missus climbing plant over there. So got some excuse me, some nasturtiums there, they were self-seeded, and that one there, spade dahlias. Mark Shepherd, nice one. I sprayed them with some soapy solution and the black fly seems to have disappeared, so I'm going to keep that up. Potatoes in buckets. What we got Maris Piper, we've got some King Edwards and some Cara, and they're all doing really well. That one looks like it's starting to go over a bit, but I just checked it and they need another water. Been a bit lax with the watering. My lemon tree from seed, I put it in some citrus compost. Obviously getting eaten by slugs and snails, which I'm taking care of, but this year, Woody, if you're watching, you might know, it got to about that high last year. It chucked out these these things, and then they stopped and they got that on the top, and then it did it again this year. Look, there's another one down there. I think it's maybe because they've been eaten. So am I doing something wrong? I think any roots in the bottom. Not yet. Oh, there's a bloody slug there. I'll get him in a minute. So yeah, and it just seems to be, is it getting stunted because it's getting eaten? I don't know, please let me know. Bit of parsley there, mint doing lovely. Sunflowers, these are the Russian giants from there onwards that I grew in the greenhouse. That's one I just randomly sowed, and these are the ones from Roy's tallest sunflower last year. Again, these had loads of black flies, so they've had a spray as well. Yucca plants looking really nice. Flowers that I split, again, loads on there. That's going to come into bloom in no time. Right, what we got here? Second sowing of peas. Left them in the top of one of the greenhouses, the plastic ones over there, and forgot to open it one day, and they got absolutely scorched. Look, I'm in two minds of whether I eat. Let's see, they're only the ones that are sticking up, so I'm in two minds whether to plant them or not. The 3 tomatoes I stuck outside, one of each, Zenith, Marmande and Gardener's Delight, they've all got tomatoes on them, but they all look different. They like got that curly top to the leaves. I'm assuming it's the weather, but they're growing well. Ooh, sucker there, get rid of that. But they've all got tomatoes on, so just an experiment. I don't think any of them are specifically outdoor type, but show onions that are not for show, well, they have pretty much trebled in size since I put them in. Probably, I don't know, what's that, about 3-4 inches, not a lot. Again, these are the Medwins ones down. Those 2 rows are Medwins and those 2 rows are mine. You can't really tell the difference. The 2 biggest are probably that one there, quite tall, but again my one there is pretty much the same, so interesting. They're all going to be for seed like the ones you've seen down the allotment. Cats have been at it. Courgettes, these are black something, I think. I planted about the last 6 seeds I had left, because the ones I did in the greenhouse, again, forgot to open the same day. I forgot to open the greenhouse and they all wilted and died. So these have just been sown in the ground and doing all right. And I'll just leave this cloche on it because the slugs don't seem to get in there. Snails plus. And put a few pellets down, a few lettuce. A couple have seen the best of days there. Some of Medwin's beetroots. And then this is probably the busiest bed. These are the peas. I think they were Hurst green shaft. And they are flying. Again, they are the best peas I've ever done. Apart from that end, they got battered by all them dead snails down there. Buggers. There's been more of them as well. That's it there. Right. And there's some more random beetroot. And then there's the corn I planted in the garden. Because last year's down the plot got battered, so I've got a bit of a precaution here. And then 2 rows of sweet candle carrots for eating. Sorry, 3 rows straight in the ground. And again, the slugs, since I put them pellets down, the slugs and that, I haven't had none of them, so really happy about that. There's a redundant carrot box, which is now like a cat hotel. They sleep in there. Thank you, Marshall. So that's the back garden. Quickly show you the greenhouse before it drags on too much. Carmen cucumbers going great guns. They were from plugs from Medwins. Again, thought I had some seed, but I didn't. Space chilies, saved from last year. Starting to get some little ones on now. That one's slightly bigger, so it's going to be there. I'm not quite sure whether to pot them onto bigger pots or just leave them. These were some, well, I think they're broccoli. Somebody left some seed trays down the allotment with some spares in them, so I brought some home, potted them up, and they perked up. I think they're broccoli. They definitely don't like cabbage, but put me right. And these are the Poblano from Lee. Look at that one, Lee. I weren't expecting them to get that big. And that's in the same small pot as the other one. And I've got another one there. One there. Up there. They're all throwing flowers. Needs a bit of support now. So what I'm going to do, these 3 are going to go in this grow bag in here. There's some, God, what is she? Lupins from the neighbour. I've got like 4 or 5 in there. They're going to go out in the garden. This is some purple sprouting broccoli, but it's overwintering variety, so I haven't planted it because I'm not sure whether I'll give it a go or not. Back there is the one Meccano tomato that I've got from Mike at Mike's Mud Patch. So far I've got 1 tomato racing ahead of another one. Plenty of trusses coming on, that's good. And like I say, we've got Carmen's got a few cucumbers forming. And then last but not least, Mr. Totten, if you're watching, this is where the solitary loofah went that I had left. One's gone to my daughter and that's been put outside. I've given 1 to the neighbour and told her to keep it in the greenhouse, but I don't know if she has. And I've literally put it in sideways in that grow bag, up that, and then it's going to go up that, and then when it gets to the top of that, I'll work out some other way. Oh, look at that. Get out of my house, you bugger. Yeah, when it gets to the top of that, I will work out a way of taking it up over the roof. But I think, and I don't know how they work, but we've got, let me know please Dale, that thing got like, I don't know, 6 or 7 things on it, and then that there. Is this the flower? And then this is the fruit. It needs to get pollinated, etc, etc. Little baby spider there. But yeah, I don't know how they work, mate. But you probably need to do an update. I ain't seen one of your videos for a while. Right, that's it. Let me just quickly turn the camera around. Right, that's it from this little update. Hope you like what you see, and I'll keep you updated in the next one. Don't really know what I'm actually the next few days. Probably watering, and more watering. Anyway, please like, subscribe, peace.